Hello there. This is Danube Transnational Program, soon to be Danube Region Program online. Welcome to our webinar on greening the energy and transport sectors within the priority a greener, low-carbon Danube region. It's my great pleasure to present my colleague, Horst Schindler, a project officer who is in charge of this topic. My name is Mirjana Vidanovic, a communication officer, and I will be moderating this session. So please, in case you have questions, post them through slido.com. But until then, please listen to Horst attentively. He has a lot to tell you. So Horst, the stage is all yours, please.
Thank you very much, Mirjana. So hello everyone from my side. I will try to share my presentation now. And here we are. So once again, hello everybody to our webinar about for a greener, low carbon Danube region, greening the energy and transport sectors. To those who are not so familiar with our program, the Danube Region Program is the direct successor of the Danube Transnational Program. And as the name says, we are up for transnational cooperation. So this is an instrument for the cohesion policy of the European Union that financially supports the cooperation between projects beyond national level in a geographically defined area addressing common needs and challenges. It is meant to be a complement to the mainstream programs, and it shall bring together policymakers, academic research, civil society and private actors. Our beloved Danube region is a region of diversity and challenge. We all know that the Danube region is also called the region of barriers due to its highly fragmented status in political, economic and administrative aspects. It has the highest number of countries. It has the highest numbers of borders, and the European measures for stronger cohesion, along with the accession and neighborhood policies, create a new, unique historic situation for the better integration of the Danube space. And therefore, we try to create a better institutional platform and a transnational cooperation environment for the territorial, economic and social integration. And this is, in the end, this is our mission. This is the mission from the Danube Region Program. We want the Danube region to become a region of flows. What about the Danube region and energy? And this is now where we define the needs and challenges here, because in the Danube region, the share of renewable energy in gross final energy consumption is quite low and has never reached 50% in any of our countries. Notable shares can be mentioned in Montenegro, in Austria, Croatia, while in Slovakia, Hungary, and in Czech Republic, and also in Germany, renewables play a minor role compared to traditional fossil fuels, as well as to nuclear energy. The majority of the countries, the shares of renewables were stagnating or even significantly decreased. An increase occurred just in Germany, Slovakia, and the Czech Republic. Considering the EU 2020 targets, the member states are performing quite heterogeneously. In some countries, the target was set so low and thus it has already been reached, while in some countries, they still have to take steps to realize the target set for 2020. Thus, the Danube region still heavily relies on fossil fuels in relation to both the production and the consumption. Despite of significant favorable changes in many states, the energy sector is very far from being a low-carbon economic field. Sustainable production and consumption would require a significant shift towards renewables in all states, since the share of fossil fuels in production is generally between just 80 and 65%. The majority of the Danube region still heavily relies on uncertain supply of fossil fuels, we know mainly from Russia, and this exposure to non-renewable resources results in energy dependency and in lack of energy security. Another reason for a greener energy sector is the high and steadily increasing level of energy consumption paired with a low level of diversification of energy sources. Therefore, the support for harmonized actions on transnational cooperation on renewable energy is required in order to decarbonize the energy and the related transport and building sector, especially considering the heating and cooling systems of buildings. The still relatively high greenhouse gas and air pollution emissions by the transport sector within the territory of the EU, documented in the European Union Emission Inventory Report, calls for increasing utilization of alternative fuels and of new technologies. And here we are. Here we have our specific objective 2.1. This is our new funding opportunity for renewable energy sources, and we call it support greening the energy and transport sectors in the Danube region by enhancing the integration of renewable energy sources. These graphics just gives you a little visualization of that, what I've just told you. On the left one, you can see the territorial difference in total primary energy production. These graphics are not the newest ones. They are made before the pandemic, but up to my best knowledge, at least the relations stays quite similar nowadays. The right one shows the share of renewable energy in gross final energy consumption. And here we have the needs and challenges we figured out in the Danube region. And in the end, the power systems of the Danube region's countries still heavily rely on fossil fuels. We already talked about that. In some of those countries, the energy dependency is higher than the EU average. The share of renewables in gross final energy consumption is low and has never reached 50% in any of our countries. The energy dependency and lack of high energy safety triggered by underutilized renewable energy resources characterizes the current situation within the Danube region. We have here our focus led on increasing the share of renewable energy in the Danube region and thus supporting diversification of energy sources. And the second focus is on decreasing carbon intensity in the power and transport sectors. And these two focuses seem to be our main goal as we want to contribute to the reduction of the region's dependency on imported fossil fuels by facilitating a better integration of renewable energy sources and consequently greening the energy and transport sectors, and focuses on these 2 points. You are definitely interested in what we would finance, and here I just give you some examples about possible types of activities. Of course, this is not a comprehensive list. These are just examples that we are thinking of. We started with strategy making and policy support, low carbon energy production, and supporting the decrease of energy dependency in countries and regions most dependent on fossil fuels and resources. Capacity building for sustainable energy planning, especially for such regions with a high share of non-renewable energy sources and energy production and consumption. And another one can be the support for harmonized actions and transnational cooperation in the buildings, heating and cooling sector. And another one can be the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions in the transport sector. So we understand here maybe the introduction of alternative fuels and of new technologies, for instance, electric vehicles in transportation, in innovative mobility solutions, to support the shift towards environmental friendly means of transportation, especially in public transport and freight transport. Coordination between energy providers in relation to infrastructure elements of the Danube region relevance. Another point could be a joint planning of infrastructure for the utilization of renewable energy sources with the facilitation of knowledge exchange between regions of the lowest and the highest share of renewable energy sources in the energy mix, and a development of incentive policies to encourage the renewable energy production based on the Danube region available resources. What we do not finance is clearly on this list. We will not finance projects not being clearly embedded in a territorial scope. We will not finance projects that are not involving countries of different level of innovation capacities. We will not finance projects with a predominant focus on infrastructure. We will not finance projects with a predominant focus on research, and this way that this research doesn't turn into applied solutions or policy strategies. And we will not finance projects missing a clear focus and the potential on closing the innovation gap in the Danube region. Concerning the partnership, it is highly important. We have a minimum of 3 partners, and one of them has to be a member state of the European Union. Please think also about the integration of non-EU countries. This is of utmost importance when it comes to the assessment of the projects. Concerning the funding, we brought together ERDF, IPA, and NDC funds together to one Interreg fund. So this will facilitate the equal participation of non-EU partners. And we opened the lead partnership status for all partners. So even non-EU member states can be a lead partner of a project. Concerning partnership examples, it is advisable to have all these types of different partnership levels here. You should take care of having the local level represented, the regional level, even the national level, and the transnational private social investor complements the ESP partnership. Our program budget in total, we have 230 million euros in the pot. As I told you before, this pot is now an Interreg fund. This is not distinguishing between ERDF, IPA, and other pots. This is just one pot. In the first call, we will bring 50% of the budget to availability, and the maximum EU contribution to all the project will be 80%. Those parts of the pots are allocated for this specific objective is 18 million euros. So this is for the first call, around half of that. The first call will be a 2-step procedure. We start this first call with those webinars we have now in May and June, and we launch the first step of that first call in September 2022. The launch of the second step will be done in spring 23, and the final approval will not be much before autumn 23. We'd like to ask you to take a look every now and then on a DTP or in the future the BRP website concerning new developments and new information. Please also contact your national partner, your national contact point. You can also contact directly the MHAS. So if you are already in the program, you know the contacts of your project officers. Use these opportunities, and you can also get information from your PACs from the USTR. so far from my side. I'm happy now to answer your questions, which you write to me. And here now also my contacts, and please feel free to write now your questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Horst. It was very clear, straight to the point, about the situation in our beloved Danube region and what the program focuses on in order to bring and to contribute to the change. And now we will move to the questions. So, waiting.
For the time being, we didn't have any question.
So it seems that everything is clear. So the presentation was great, right?
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
Still waiting. Yes, while waiting, I would like to highlight one thing, but Horst already had it in his presentation. You can always contact your contact points. You have their details on our website, National Contacts. So please, if you have any question regarding the application process or eligibility, what you might have some other things, please contact them and they will be more than happy to help you.
So we have now some questions. The first one is, can you give more project examples? Well, this is quite difficult because this is up to you in the end. We have a framework on this, and it is not up to us to tell you what kind of project can be interesting for you. So I think this is something what has to be defined on your place. Take a close look on the projects, on the programs, information, and try to fill the gap and try to bring your idea in line to the requirements. And I think you're in that way on the best way.
If I may add only one thing. So please check the section approved projects, and there you will find the projects. So go through them and you may find the answer to your questions. The next question is, are the non-road mobile machinery also included in the scope of the program?
Well, you see, the focus is on renewable energy sources, and if this non-road mobile machinery fills to that point, why not? This is a matter of your definition and how you want to apply for.
There is one question about the presentation and whether it will be available on the website. Yes, it will be available. Please check also YouTube channel, and it will be available today and tomorrow morning at the latest, or tomorrow morning at the latest. So another question, can some SMEs be a lead partner?
I think this is basically, it is possible, but together with a national partner, I would say. But in that specific question, it is quite good to contact the DMA directly, or at least take a query. Okay, then I just heard this is not possible. It is not possible. Sorry.
So when will call documentation be available, and when will be the deadline for application?
The course documentation will be available in the course of the next few weeks and months until the launch of the first call, which will be in September 2022. And the deadline. When is the deadline for the first call? So we will launch this in 22, and we will open that for several weeks. It is. I think this is not yet decided. What is the deadline for this? Yeah. But be prepared for a launch of This is the
So it will be in September launched.
yes,
Well, it will be launched in September.
in September.
Yeah, so hopefully. So what was the average number of project partners on approved projects in 2019, 2021?
The average project partners number, I would say around 50.
Well,
something
it
between 10 and
depends,
15.
but once again, we advise you to check the approved projects, and there you will find, because it also depends on the topic and the partnership. So yes, please
Yeah.
go to approved projects, and
Because-
there you may find it.
Because this number is quite varying and is quite varying from topic to topic, from project to project. In the end, it is not the number of partners which is relevant for a project. It's the good partnership and the good combination of the topics.
Yeah.
Proceed and
Okay, great to do.
it's here.
Mhm. So can SME be a partner in the project?
We already had that question. The answer is unfortunately
No, it was
no.
not a partner.
So
And this is just, sorry, sir, a partner. Maybe you
A
didn't
partner,
hear
a
me, so
partner,
I will
yes,
be louder.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Is
Partner
it,
is allowed.
yeah, is it going to be a partner search platform for the calls? May I answer this question?
please.
Yes. Yes, we are working hard on it. So we hope that very soon it will be available, and it will be a platform for matchmaking. So yes, this is the top priority when it comes to the communication. So it seems that you answered all the questions,
No, it is
or something is coming. Okay, I still haven't understood whether SMEs can participate in the call or not. Audio is bad.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
very sorry for the audio, but SMEs can participate in the call. They cannot be a lead partner, but they may participate to the call as a partner, as an ASP. So
it's
here we
coming.
go. Okay, thank you very much. Great, thank you. Yes. Is there any other question? Please use this opportunity. This is MAGS Live from Budapest. Okay, I think this was it now. So but please be informed, this webinar and all that stuff will be published on our social media now and on our website.
Okay, we have
one question.
So regarding the minimum 3 partners, more than 1 partner from the same country is also okay.
No, three countries have to be involved, minimum. And one of these partners has to be from a EU member state.
Okay, so we have one more question. Can you give more info on the second stage process?
Well, we will have a 2 steps procedure this time. So this means that in the first step, you will have to tell us the basic information about the partnership, about what you're going to plan, but not a detailed application form. This will then be later in the second stage. Is this?
Do we have more questions?
I don't know. Sure. Something in the chat? No.
So we invite you until matching opportunities for partners. I think that we just
we have here two
I'm sorry.
questions.
Yeah, okay. The first one, in case that we have 4 partners in the project, can 2 of them be from the same country?
Yes, this is a clear yes, this is possible. But still, please be informed, take a look, and then please take care that you also consider non-European Union member states and partners from there. This is very important for the assessment process.
Matching opportunities for partners, as I said, hopefully very soon there will be a matchmaking platform. But you can always do it try to do it on your behalf. So please try to contact somebody from the countries from which you would like to have partners. Also turn to your national contact points. Maybe they will have an advice for you, and they will know how to make you reach the partners from other countries through their respective colleagues, also acting like national contact points. So until we don't have it on our platform, please try to do your best and connect with other people. Sorry if it was answered, but when is the launch? Also, I wonder, when is the deadline? Thank you.
Yeah, as already told, the launch is planned to take place in September this year, so September 2022. So far, there is no exact deadline for that, but please take a look and please watch our info sites, our websites, our social media. We will give you this information as soon as it is really available.
Can you send info when the platform will be available to our emails? We will promote it widely, so it will be on all our platforms, social platforms, website. So please just follow it, and you will learn when it is going. Once it is launched. So it will be, as I said, it will be widely promoted. So what is the maximum number of partners from one country per project?
Let me answer this with a question. What is the maximum number of partners you can manage as a lead partner? I think this is depending on the topic. This is depending on your project idea, and everyone shall be integrated usefully to this project. So I think the workload and the definition of your project will clearly show you and give you a hint of how many partners are really useful and really necessary to obtain the goal. Unless this is, I cannot tell you much more than this. This should be enough for the time being.
Sorry, it is already answered. I would like to confirm SMEs are not eligible to be partner, but NGOs are eligible and also can take leadership.
This is not correct. SMEs are eligible to be partners. Once again, SMEs can be a project partner, but SME cannot be lead partner. This is the difference. Is there any other question?
Seems that we answered everything.
No, let's wait for 10 seconds or for 15. Maybe some people are not.
Okay, of course. How many projects can be financed, or the maximum budget for a project?
Well, this is a case-by-case situation, and this is the reason why we have a comprehensive assessment system in the background. We cannot give you a concrete answer to this question. You saw how many money is available in the pot, and then we have to take a look on your project ideas and what you would like to realize, and then we will decide within that assessment process about the budget and about how many projects are possible to be financed through that. But it is not possible to give you a direct and concrete answer to this specific question so far.
And we don't have maximum budget prescribed. So, great. Then going to waiting for another one.
Yeah. No.
So let's wait 10 more seconds. Okay. Can you provide more information about the first step? What the draft
Should
should contain? What kind of information?
Well, it's definitely the information about the partnership, who will participate, and what kind of idea you have, what kind of project you have, in which specific objective do you want to go, and what is your main goal. So these things have to be clearly defined and clearly written. This is not about a full application. We will not ask about that, but these major information, this crucial information, has to be delivered at minimum.
I saw that there were 2 questions coming in.
Yeah.
Okay, is it eligible to purchase equipment like chargers for
For electro voltage, maybe, I don't know. If it fits to the program and to the budget, but it is always a quite delicate question, purchasing equipment and investing in equipment. And even here, we will have a case-by-case decision concerning your concrete application.
Okay. Another one is coming.
Hopefully.
Yes, there was.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
it's there. If SME is partner, SME's partner can he gain revenue for project results.
Within the project duration is a clear no. As there are no revenues allowed, and we don't count about that. No.
So it seems that while waiting for another question, once again, please follow closely all our social media. And this webinar will be available also. So in case that you miss something or you want to share it with your colleagues. Okay.
Okay, I think this was it now. Then thank you very much for your interest and for your patience. I saw that the audio quality was not very good at the beginning. Please accept my apologies for this. And well, I am looking forward to find your applications in September, and maybe your direct questions beforehand. Thank you very much.
So thank you, host. It was my
Yeah.
pleasure. And we wish you all the best. Stay tuned. And this is the Danube region. Thank you.
Thank you. See you. Bye.